The next step is to gather the information you'll need to provide to your lender. Generally, it's best to gather this information before you call the lender or counselor. This will reduce your frustration and the amount of time you spend on this process overall. The lender or the counseling agency will need to get detailed information about your income and expenses. They'll be working with you to complete a form with all of this information, as well as some details about any financial hardship. It's best if you are prepared for this discussion by having the financial information already available. In many cases, you'll also need to provide documentation about your income and expenses. Here are some suggestions on how to put together this important information. You should put together information about your gross monthly income as well as the income of any other parties who are on the loan with you. Lenders are most concerned about your gross income, the amount you get before deductions. You should gather your most recent pay stubs if you receive them, or documentation of income you receive from other sources. You should also make copies or be ready to supply your most recent W-2 forms from any employer or your tax returns for the past year. If you are self-employed, you may need a year-to-date profit and loss statement showing your earnings for this year. The IRS Form 4506-TEZ, which is a short form request for individual tax return transcript. This form gives permission for your mortgage servicer to request a copy of the most recent tax return you filed with the IRS. The lender will need information about any second mortgage on the house. Sometimes the second mortgages are referred to as equity lines of credit. You should gather the most recent monthly statement or coupon. It may be helpful if you have the original paperwork from the loan, the mortgage note that you originally signed. Be sure to create a list of all account balances and minimum monthly payments due on all of your credit cards, student loans, car loans, or other debt. If you have the statements or coupons, you can just provide copies or simply prepare a list. The lender may not need all of this information, but it's best to get prepared in advance to avoid delays later.